Hey everyone, finished watching the next episode of Beetleborgs, Don't Fear the Reaper. Little Ghoul's uncle comes to visit Hillhurst. It turns out he's the Grim Reaper. The monsters aren't happy with him being there, they're all scared of him. Little Ghoul tells them he's come to choose a successor as he's retiring. The monsters then grow to like him being there as he may choose one of them. They have to prove themselves first. The kids come and the monsters think scaring them may impress the Reaper. The monsters all blunder around. The kids' powers allow them to easily evade them. The kids leave and the monsters try waiting on the Reaper. Frankenbeans and Wolfgang ask Little Ghoul for any chores to do. Wolfgang dresses up in a frilly maid outfit for some reason. Did Little Ghoul make him wear that, or was that his own choice? Les Fortunes has a new monster Nukas brings to life, Monster Smasher. Very creative name. Vylor and Harabel were spying earlier and told Nukas about the Grim Reaper. Nukas wants the Reaper to choose him as his successor. The kids Borg and go to stop them. They defeat Monster Smasher and Nukas gives up. At Hillhurst, the Grim Reaper is settled on a successor. Flabber puts on an award show that leads up to the reveal. It turns out Flabber himself was chosen. Flabber then realizes the Grim Reaper didn't actually want a successor, he wanted a servant. Flabber turns him down, so the Reaper decides on Wolfgang. Wolfgang gets super excited, a little too excited, and annoys the Reaper though, and the Reaper leaves. This is probably my favorite episode of Metallix so far. Nukas and the Beetleborgs have never felt more like afterthoughts than they do here, though. The whole episode's plot is very much centered around the Hillhurst monsters. Nukas and the kids just feel shoved in. On one hand, that's unfortunate to have the main characters be so sidelined, but on the other, it gives the show a chance to focus on its strengths. Sadly, the Beetleborgs themselves, along with their villains, are easily the weakest part of the show now. In the first season, the Magnivores were fun villains, and the kids usually had some relevance, because they knew who the monsters were from the comics. Now the comic element is pretty distant. Nukas and his crew aren't from comics, and neither are Les Fortunes' creations. This brings up an interesting question. Nukas gets angry at Les Fortunes for not drawing more monsters. Okay, so why doesn't he resort to bringing extra monsters out of the running Beetleborgs comics? Why does he solely rely on Les Fortunes? The Grim Reaper is a well-realized creature. He takes influence from the Ingmar Bergman film The Seventh Seal, and there's even a scene of him playing chess with Little Ghoul, a direct reference to a famous scene in that film. Another influence may have been Skeletor from the live-action Masters of the Universe movie. He has makeup pretty similar to Skeletor in that film. Since most of the plot is set at Hillhurst, the monsters get plenty of opportunities to goof around, and it's all pretty entertaining to watch. The Grim Reaper was played by someone who I mentioned before, Mark McCracken, who I thought may have played the bounty hunter Deadly Nightshade a few episodes ago. Deadly Nightshade's actor was credited as Marsh McCracken. Both Nightshade and the Reaper are of similar height, build, age, and even have similar eyes. Their eyes are the only body part not obscured by makeup. I'm going to assume that these characters are indeed played by the same actor. Nukas' monster, Monster Smasher, was voiced by someone. No voice actor was credited, and no one's been able to figure them out, apparently. I love episodes that reveal more of the Hillhurst monsters' families, and this was well handled. Hopefully future episodes will find a way to better balance the Hillhurst side and the Beetleborg side of the stories. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. See ya.